Ron writes, Malloy, did anybody at Spectre's town hall meeting speak out in favor of health care reform? Well, no, but it wasn't about health care reform at all. It was the people who were standing there shouting at Arlen Specter are people who don't understand why they're angry. They're angry because a potential suicide, a drug-addled radio freak, and a woman who says there are death panels. These are the three people, Beck, Limbaugh, and Palin, who determine what these poor, miserable bastards are going to have floating in their heads. And because they are stupid, that means they're Republicans or conservatives. They don't do any independent research. They couldn't care less what the bill says. They just suck up and eat whatever Beck and the rest of these jerks feed them. So the deal there was not about health insurance reform. That's what it is. That has nothing to do with health care. Are you kidding me? This has to do with taking away from these blood-sucking insurance companies all this power that they have. And you know the part that really just, I don't know, it's such a knee slapper, except it's very serious. All these right-wingers who are talking about some government bureaucrat making decisions about your health. Son of a bitch. Who do you think makes decisions about your health now? You know, you want to walk up to these people and say, don't you understand that somebody sitting in an office of an health insurance company, when your claim is submitted, he's only there or she's only there to deny your claim, you dumb bastard? Don't you get that? If you get paid, if your provider gets paid, it's only because they couldn't figure out a way to screw you. Don't you get that? Have none of these people ever had a procedure turned down? Well, if they're on Medicare, no. Have none of them, all these jittery freaks that have private health insurance, haven't they ever gotten that explanation of benefits where they say, oh, I'm sorry, God damn, that mole didn't have to be removed from your back. There was one report that said it was cancerous, another report said it wasn't. We'll go with the one that said it wasn't. It's called rolling the dice, doofus. My God. So, no, nobody spoke in favor of health care at Specter's meeting because it wasn't about health care. It was about insanity. It was about mouth-breathing, phlegm-flecking insanity. You heard them. And as far as the Constitution, all these people keep screaming about, I want to go back, like that woman, I want to go back to the Constitution. I don't want to live in socialized Russia. What does that mean? I don't know. Does she think Russia is a socialist state? Russia has devolved into a form of brutal, unrestricted, oligarchical capitalism. And this crazy woman thinks it's a socialism. It is as close to fascism as you can get. And the reference to Maoist China? God damn, where did they get that? Oh, that's right. From the suicider. That's who they get it from. And from the drug addict. And from the crazy woman, the hoe from Wasilla. That's where they get this stuff. China? Maoist China? China is a fascist state. Jesus Christ, almost all the businesses in that country are owned by the government. Hello? Or the military. Not the people. If the people own it, it's socialist. If the state owns it, it's fascist. Well, Mike, isn't the state going to own the public option on health insurance? No, they're going to fund it. Oh, my God, you'll own it. It'll be your policy. You can keep it, cancel it, wipe your hindquarters with it. It doesn't matter. The ignorance is so deep and abiding. It is bone deep in this country. Jesus God. And Michael says, doesn't the preamble of the Constitution mandate the government promote the general welfare? So all of these people who are screaming and waving their little toy copies of the Constitution, which they've never read, they don't have a clue. But when it lays out what the government is supposed to do, one of the things is to promote the general welfare. What does that mean? Well, goddamn, that means them colored people will get food stamps. No, that's not what it means at all. Well, it means them Mexicans coming over here to have their little babies who have to pay for it. No, that's not what promote the general welfare means either. And if you ask them, pull any one of these freaks out of the crowd and say, you keep talking about returning the Constitution. What about the part of the Constitution, the preamble, that says that the mandate for government is to promote the general welfare? What does that mean to you? Jesus God.